first of all, I'm very, very excited about the program. I went to a lot of training seminars, but none of it is as close as to what you have. I am like a kid in a candy store. Seriously, I log in, I don't know what to watch first. I'm like, oh my God, I need this. I'm like, I am so all over the place. I'm like, I need all of it right now.
Yeah.
So I'm watching every day, listening to it every single moment I have. But also I'm very overwhelmed right now, because I have a lot I never had a great listing presentation. I never knew a lot of things that you touch on. It's like, I wish they would teach us this in real estate school. Nobody teaches you this.
Nobody teaches you.
No.
And I tell you why. They don't teach you. Is because as a broker, teaching an agent and getting up to speed is a losing proposition. Because they know that only one of two things will happen. Either you will become very successful and you will leave, or you will fail and you will leave. But if you look around, you've been in real estate for how long, Gabi?
I've been doing real estate and mortgages 15 years, but I focused on real estate for the last 5 years.
Now watch how many people already come and go. They came to the business and left. The flow of the people. You notice that? It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So your broker knows that if I invest too much time and money in training you, either you're going to be really good and you're going to go to a 100% shop, or you're going to open your own little office, or better yet, you're going to fail. We have what, 84% failure rate? Something like that? Crazy?
Yeah.
So they know that it's not a good investment. So what they're looking for is that window where you start, you do a few deals, that's going to bring them some money, and then you're going to bring somebody else, and then somebody else, and somebody else. So you're right. The training is not, it's easier to get a real estate license than a driver's license.
So true.
So that's why you need a crazy guy like me to come in and shake you up and wake you up and say, look, there's opportunity, there's business. Thank you.
My problem is that I'm very hardworking, as we all are, right? I survived ups and downs. I was in real estate investing. I bought 15 properties, and during the tough times, I lost it all. It took
you've
me a
seen
long
the
time to recover.
feast and famine, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I've been doing a little bit of commercial, so I've been surviving, but I don't want to survive anymore. I need to be well. I want to be wealthy. I have big dreams,
Good.
and
It starts with that. It starts with that. Start with big dreams.
Yeah.
Because that's like a fuel.
I'm never at ease because I want to fulfill them, and I don't know how. And I'm struggling because I'm a single mom. I went through an ugly divorce a few years ago, and it's just tough for me to. Lately, I noticed I'm so all over the place. I have my daughter. I have to take her to school. I have to pick her up. I have to. How it is with kids.
Yep.
And then I have to work on top of it, and then you have household and homeworks and so much things to do, and I kind of lost myself. I lost the track of what I really need to do, what matters, and what, like a good plan.
Yeah, well, that's what we're here for. We're going to make it happen right now.
Absolutely in awe of all the information that you have. And I've been to a lot of trainings, and they teach you the way that I never could relate to, like to be that sleazy or pushy, and I could never, it never sink in because I could not be that.
I totally get that. And I appreciate you saying that. Yeah.
No, it's
well,
true.
We'll do two things. I'm going to help you with a couple of things, Gabi. First, we're going to do is we are going to put together a plan that will guarantee to get you to your goal this year. If you follow it, you will get there. So that'll be the first thing. And the second thing, you have the whole Success Plus, right? You have the whole package.
Yes.
It can be very overwhelming. There's a lot of shit there. There's a lot of stuff you got to go through, implement, learn, and then use. So I get the sense of, Jesus, what did I get myself into? All right, so we're going to start with the plan. Start there. That will give you clarity because a good plan, just like having a roadmap, will tell you this is where you are and here is where you're going. That's my destination. I want to be there. And then you break it down into simple steps to get there.
Yeah, I have the plan. I have my yearly goal of money, how much I need to make. I have how many leads I need to have.
Okay. How many leads do you need to get?
I need 36 deals a year, so I need 568. Yeah, 36 transactions.
Okay, 36 transactions. That means you need 36 listings. Okay.
Yes. 71 appointments, 568 leads.
71 appointments. How many leads?
568 based on your
568
planner.
leads.
Or
Okay.
That's 3 leads a day.
3 leads a day. That's
Yes,
important. So 3 leads a day to get you
Yes.
there. Okay. Very good.
Yes.
That's a good roadmap. That's a really good roadmap. Now you know this is what I need to focus on to get to my goal. That's perfect. You start there.
Right.
Because if you have a productive day, you got your 3 leads.
Right, and I started to implement, well, I only have few options to start waking up at 5:30, go to gym every day, so I'm up and running at 8 o'clock when I drop my daughter off at school. But what I'm struggling is I have like 4, 5 different funnels for business, expired, FSBO, SOI, and so forth.
Okay.
But now I'm so excited. I wanted to start calling expired, but now I realize, oh my God, I need a follow-up system. So in order to have follow-up system, I need to have Realty Juggler. And I don't even know how it works. So I'm studying.
Yeah.
I'm like, how do I put the letters in? How do I do this?
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's taking me so much time.
Yes. The initial setup of all this is the hardest part. Think of it this way. Imagine you want to start your own business. You need to get the building. You need to build the building. You need to put the equipment in there. Let's say it's a restaurant. You know what I mean? You need to get the produce.
Right.
You need to get the food. You need to hire people. Getting it up and running takes the most time. It's just like when a rocket takes off. It burns 80% of its fuel in the first few seconds to build that momentum.
Right.
You're doing the same thing.
Right.
So you're right. The first setup, the initial getting it going, it's just like pushing a car. You know, you're just like, fuck, this is heavy. And then it starts moving a little, and then a little more, and then a little more. And next thing you know, you're hopping and you're going. So feeling overwhelmed, feeling like, fuck me, this, I will never get this, that's just too much, and all that is you're okay. You're not broken. Everybody feels that way.
Yeah. I don't really have that feeling. Like I just need more hours a day because I'm really I'm really on it, but it just takes me a little longer to figure it out. And I ordered my first brochures yesterday. I got them delivered from my printing company. And guess what? I realized the threefold brochure. I made a mistake. There's one place where is your name, and I forgot to replace it. Oh my God, that's how, overall I am. I'm just like all over the place. I just ordered it and I'm like, oh my God, I didn't check. Fuck. I'm so wrong.
That sometimes happens. But let's back up. I'm going to break it down into something simple that you can use, something that's practical. Cool? You want to address that a little bit? So it brings a little bit of ease and productivity to your day and your business? Would that be good? Okay. So your first and foremost, number one priority is getting leads. There's nothing more important. That's more important than sleep. That's more important than anything. Leads is number one. If you don't get your 3 leads per day, the day is not over. And if it means you got to do what it takes to get there. So as you're structuring your day, the first thing I'm going to give you is plan it. Have a written plan. Use a calendar where you schedule, where you're very clear. I'm going to focus on one thing and one thing only at this time. There'll be no distractions, no interruptions, no fucking around, no Facebooking, no nothing. This is my task. And then you start breaking it down. What are the tasks? Well, like you said, calling expired listings. That's a high productivity task. That's dollar activity. Contacting for sale by owners, same thing. That's super productive. Connecting with your sphere of influence, absolutely, yes. Follow up with existing leads, totally productive time. You know what I mean? So you start there. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, but I have one listing coming up that I need to drop off the CMA today. So now I'm like, oh my God, I need to prepare a listing presentation. It's 1.1 million listing in Laguna Beach.
Nice.
So I'm like, now I'm seeing all these tools and I'm like, I don't even have listing presentation. So now I'm so distracted. Like, okay, so what do I do first? Listing presentation to take the listing. Then I need to do this and I need to do that. So it's like, days go by so fast.
It totally does. But back up. Open your day in your calendar. Plan it all out. Break it up. Do you need to do the CMA? Probably. To do a good listing presentation, it's a good idea to know the market, know what you're talking about, know the pricing and all that. The general rule, you hear me say this over and over, Gabi, all the time. Do the best you can with what you have. This is what you have, so just do the best you can. Do the best you can. But it also means do the fucking best you can. Don't flake. You're not a flake. I know you. I know your intensity and your desire. Especially as a single mom, it's on you, baby. Nobody else. It's on you. So you have a lot on your plate. I totally get that. But do the best you can with what you have. That's also going to put ease there. Because all you got to do is just do the best you can. And if it doesn't work out, if you don't get that listing, you look back and you say, you know what, I still did my best. And next time, I'm going to do a little better. But as of right now, I'm doing my best. So don't beat yourself up. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Some pressure is helpful. Some pressure motivates us. Some pressure is necessary. But not too much. Because then the sense of overwhelming comes in and you're kind of flying all over the place and not much gets done. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah?
Right.
So.
And now back to expired. So if I
No, hold on. Let's finish this up.
Okay,
Let's finish this up. This is really good. We'll get to the expireds, I promise you. But what I will tell you is get in a habit of planning your day. Before you close the shop tonight, here we are on Thursday, before you go into Friday, make sure your Friday is completely planned out. Everything that's going to happen tomorrow, you're going to plan. You're going to plan your prospecting time, you're going to plan your administrative time, you're going to plan your family time, you're going to plan your health time. Everything will be on schedule. So that you can step back and you take a look at your day and you say, okay, this is going to be a productive day. It's going to be busy, I'm going to be tired, but it's going to feel good because I'm going to get all this stuff done. Now, the trick to planning is you're going to build in time for emergencies and unforeseen circumstances. So, example, you have a listing, seller freaks out because the lockbox doesn't work. Something you got to take care of because weekend is coming, there's a good chance your listing will be shown. So now you have time blocked for that to take care of that emergency. You don't freak out, it doesn't derail your day, you don't waste time driving, taking care of it, it's built into your schedule. Some of the time needs to be built in for these kind of situations. Because what do most agents do? They can be in the middle of a productive time, following up or prospecting, call comes in, they drop everything and then waste 2 hours doing stuff that was not on the schedule for that time. Does that make sense?
Right.
So you're going to build in this emergency, urgency, miscellaneous time in your schedule. Now here's the cool part. You will not have miscellaneous emergencies or situations to deal with every day. Sometimes you have to put out the fire, sometimes you won't. On the days you won't, now you have a bonus time that you can use productively. That's an extra time you just got as a gift. That's one. And then two, if you have blocked out, and I'm making it up, 2 hours, you know that in those 2 hours it needs to be taken care of. And trust me, once your mind knows, you're going to figure out how. Instead of wasting half a day, you're going to invest 2 hours. Okay? So step one, plan your day. Step two, plan for emergencies. Step three, start with the most productive things first. Generating new leads is the most productive thing. That's the number one thing. That's the core of your business because you're developing habits and routines. And it needs to be a flow of leads for you to have a flow of income. So you don't have the ups and downs. All right? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So you also have some time to preview property, prepare your CMA. You have some time to have lunch. You have some time to reset a little because you can't drive 12 hours a day, 150 miles an hour. That's going to burn you out and you're going to crash and burn. And you're not going to get more done anyway. So if you step back, you look at your day, you start with the productive stuff. Calling, following up, doing the presentation. And yes, prepare for the presentation. Deliver a good presentation. But because you have everything planned, everything is scheduled, you don't go into a panic mode, you don't go into overload mode. Cool?
Cool.
And just be in a habit, plan it, get routines going. Because the more of these, if they become habits, calling, following up, doing all these things, the easier it's going to be. It's just going to be part of the day, like brushing teeth and taking showers, same thing. Yep, and it is a lot. Now, the second thing I'm going to give you, you must get help. You cannot run a profitable, successful real estate operation by yourself. That'd be like running a fancy restaurant by yourself. You know, you can be the waitress and the bartender and the chef and the busboy and the dishwasher and the cook all at once. It's impossible. Same here. Yes, you can do
it.
Good. Work on it because you can do a deal here and there, pick up a listing here and there, but no more than that. If you're really serious about the success and, you know, doing 36 listings in your area, that's going to be close to $1 million, I would imagine, no? How much money, right? So that's a lot of money. It's a great income. That's a fantastic lifestyle. Get help now. So many agents tell me, I'll get assistance once I make money. I'm like, no, backwards. Get assistance so you can make money. Get help.
Right.
Even if it's just an hour or two a day. To lift up the burden of all these admin tasks and these difficult things that take time, but they don't need to be done by you. Like with your contact management system. It can be very overwhelming. It can be very time consuming. It is essential. You need to keep in touch with your leads. Otherwise, what's the point of having leads? It's just once it's set up and once you understand how it works and what's in it, you still need to have ownership over it. You just hand it off to an assistant.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because do the math with me. Let's say you pay our assistant $15 an hour. Would that be fair for a little admin help around the office?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
And let's say you have them 2 hours a day. So that's $30 a day. Okay? So that's $150 a week that it costs you. Now you bought yourself 10 very productive hours.
Yes.
That you can invest in your business.
Yeah, I understand. It's very, very valuable. I've seen the videos on Assistant and how to do it. So I already have. I have the ad that I placed. So I'm working on it.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
Is that helpful? Has this been helpful?
It's very helpful. I just can't wait to launch it. I just can't wait to, like, for example, I cannot wait to start calling expireds, but now I have the conversation in my head. Like, I don't have the follow-up system. What do I do? I don't know how to follow up. Like, what do I send them? How do I send them? I don't know how to work the reality juggler.
Gabi, it's just an excuse. Stop.
Okay.
Stop. It's never going to be perfect. This desire, well, I need to have this in place first, then I need to have that, then I must have that. It's just bullshit. It's just a story you tell yourself. You're stuck, baby. Trust me.
That's what I thought.
Call. I'll tell you what. Just practice. If nothing else, just go practice. What is it like to talk to expired listings? What is it like to knock on somebody's door and talk to them about their property that was for sale? Just go talk to people. Because I'll tell you a secret. The package helps, having a nice brochure helps, having these marketing materials and realty juggle and follow-up and all that, very helpful. No question about it. But why do you think at the end somebody says, Gabi, we like you, we want to list our house with you? Do you think it's going to be because, the trifold brochure you sent us, we were so impressed that we decided to list our house with you and pay you $20,000 commission? How do you like that? That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. Why do they do business with you?
Yeah, because they know me, because they trust me, of course.
Exactly. They like you, they know you, they trust you. And sometimes if you show up just with a business card, that's all you got, that's all you got. You're doing the best you can with what you got. But contacting people, getting good at the communication with strangers, improving your ability to develop trust and connection with people is way more important than any brochure.
Absolutely.
And you can start doing that right now.
Yeah, you're right. And I even have so many tools. I wrote 2 books for expired and for FSBOs, right? But guess what? I have these books sitting in my office, and I don't do anything with them because it's just, as you said, like.
Ask yourself why.
Because
what is the real reason?
Contact.
But ask yourself why you're avoiding the contact.
Yeah, fear.
Fear of what?
Rejection, looking stupid.
It is uncomfortable. Yes. All true. And these are all very real feelings. But the problem is the longer you nurture them, the longer you suppress the real reasons and seeing the reality, the longer you wait to break through that barrier, the harder it's going to be.
Right.
Because right now, they not only control your behavior, they control your emotions, and ultimately they control your income and your lifestyle.
Right. I was watching the Core Influence this morning, so that helped too.
Was that helpful?
Yeah, very helpful.
Yeah. So either reprogram how you feel about it or do it in spite of how you feel about it. Those are the only 2 choices you have. But not doing it, make that not an option. Not calling, not contacting, not visiting, that's just not an option.
Right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And if you have to start small, give yourself a small goal. Here we were in January, and I see this in our yoga studio. There are people, they show up every day. Brand new mat, brand new outfits, brand new everything, and they're so gung-ho. And it's like in the gym. You see that in the gym too. You work out every day. You see these new people, right? New iPod, new this, new that. They jump on the machine and they work their ass off for an hour. They almost fall down. You're not going to sustain that. Most of them are gone, right? You never see them again after what? About 3-4 weeks? Gone. Start slow. Start small. Grow. How hard would it be for you to make an expired call right now?
No, it wouldn't be hard at all.
Then make it right now. I'll wait.
Yeah, I'm fired
I'll wait.
up.
No, hold on. Make the call right now. I'll wait. Make the call right now. I'll wait. Just dial. Doesn't matter whether they pick up. Doesn't matter whether you have a conversation, get an appointment, none of that matters. Just dial one number right now. Let's break through it right now. Do it.
Okay, I don't have expired pullout.
Good excuse. What would it take for you to get one expired number right now? Can you get one number? Can you do it right now?
Yes.
All right, I'll wait.
Well, yeah. Okay, I have to take my daughter. I have to take my daughter to school, but okay, hold on.
All right.
Let me just see. Can pull out one expired. I'll pull that from MLS.
All right, good.
And so you do old and new. And new, it's like few days, and old is like how old?
Anything that didn't expire 2 days old. I mean, the approach is the same. They go through the same system. You still call them. You still visit them if you can. You mail them, email them, text them. You do all those things. There's very little difference. The slight difference would be, let's say the expired went off the market 2 months ago. You would just say, are you still getting calls from agents? Now let me ask you, you were on the market, it didn't sell. Why do you think it didn't sell such a nice house? Would you consider selling if somebody walks in and offers you a good price? That's the only difference. Everything else stays the same. The process stays the same. Yeah?
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So are we going to call? Do you have the opportunity to call? Do you want to do it?
Can I? Yeah, if I would do it at 8:30 because I have to take my daughter to school at 8.
Okay. Okay. So promise me this. Let's do this. We're going to finish our call. I know you have responsibilities and all that. When you get back, make one phone call. Make one phone call right away. Get in a habit. Create these simple habits. Because in your mind, you say, well, fuck, one phone call, sure, I can do that. Just do that repeatedly. Get in a habit. Can you visit one expired today? Would it be possible? Just knock on the door, say hello. Hey, my name is Gabi. Here's my business card. I know house was up for sale. Sorry it didn't sell. Maybe you decide to put it back on the market. We'd love to talk to you. That's all you got to do. Can you do that?
Yes.
Make a commitment. You're going to do one phone call and one visit.
Okay, I'll do that.
Deal?
I like the challenge, yes.
That's a challenge, yes. All right.
I like challenges.
Good. I mean, this is a challenge because you suddenly realize it's no big deal. You're going to realize that most people will be pretty nice, that they'll be open talking to you. Most people have a problem and you potentially have a solution. And most people need your help. I mean, think about it. If they want to live somewhere else, they need to get this sucker sold to live somewhere else because they think they're going to feel better. Because that's a bigger house, better house, nicer house, smaller house, whatever. If they find somebody who is genuinely interested in helping them, why would they not do business with you? You know what I mean? Doesn't make sense. Right. So just find those people, connect with those people, talk to those people, be cool with them, be genuine. Yeah. What else can I help you with? Was this helpful so far? Has it been?
Very helpful. Thank you. Yes.
Good.
Basically, I don't know. I just have to get organized and I have a big board in front of me by my computer where I have all these numbers, how many listings, how many leads, and what funnels I'm going to use. I'm getting organized as far as the CMS and, all the systems. So
yes. Make the CMS secondary at this point. Here is the process I would do. First, put a system in place to contact these people. How do I contact them? Where do I get the contact information? What time? What dialogue am I going to use? Improving your dialogue, practicing your dialogue right now is more important than your CMS. Because if you screw up the first impression, if you botch the first conversation, then it doesn't matter if you have a fancy follow-up. So master that first, Gabi. That is the most important element at this point, is lead generation. Master that first. Make sure you have the package in place, although that's secondary. Your dialogue, your script, your ability to communicate, number one. Getting good data, number two. That's all very, very important, and doing it daily. Reaching out to these people daily, visiting them daily. Work on that first. That's the first order of business. Okay? Once you have leads coming in, then focus on the second step, which is your follow-up. Now, even in the follow-up, you don't need to have a 6-month sequence. Just start with the first 2 touches. What are the first 2 things? It's the expired package with the letter, and it's a thank you card. Those are the first follow-up pieces you're going to use more often than anything else, most often. Yeah? So start with that and build. The general approach to this whole thing is not perfect, but good enough. And then version 2, version 3, version 4. Because if you want perfect, you're going to be here 6 months from now doing the same thing. Still perfecting it, working on it, expanding and improving. Is it going to be beautiful? Yes. Is it going to make you money? No. So good enough. Good enough. First get leads, then follow up, then presentation. That's the order of business. Yeah?
Okay. Yes. Awesome.
You just have to do it. Remember what we said at the beginning. Write it all out, plan it, break it up. Break it up into simple steps that are manageable, where you project, this is going to take me 20 minutes, this is going to be an hour, this is going to be 2 hours, so you have it time blocked. And then tomorrow, you open your calendar, here we go. It's, let's say 6 o'clock in the morning, I got to be doing this. It's 8:30, I got to be doing this. And you just stay with it. And it's going to require discipline, because there'll be 100 things pulling you in a very different direction. Some of them will be fun, some of them will be necessary. So you got to stay with it, stay focused, be dedicated. Cool?
Cool.
Keep me posted.
Okay.
Stay in touch. Let me know how things are. Say hello to your lovely daughter. How old is she?
She's 8.
8. What's her name?
Ella.
Ella. Lovely name.
Ella.
Ella.
Yeah.
Ella is your motivation. Ella is your drive. Help Ella help you. Use Ella as your accountability partner. Share your goals and dreams with her, and then have her help you and remind you. That's what I do with my kids. I make big promises, and then they come and bug me so that I deliver.
Yeah, I have such a responsibility for her. I have a big house and so much expenses. I'm like, I have to do this. I cannot survive anymore. I want to just,
That's part of it, but also find a joy in it. Find ease in it. Find pleasure in it. Because if you combine the drive, the need, the necessity, that's of course there, with the pleasure and enjoyment, you're going to be unstoppable. Make sense?
And I'm glad, because I was so burned out with this real estate business, with everything, because I was struggling. I was doing it so wrong. Seeing all these videos and everything, I was just running like chicken without a head.
Yes.
It's not surprised I didn't make as much as I wanted to make,
It's time to make a change. That's the cool thing about this business, that you can make a change very quickly and you can see different results very quickly. It shouldn't take too long. So don't disappoint me. I'm going to keep an eye on you.
No. I will not disappoint you.
Awesome.
Thank you, Borino. Appreciate it.
Nice talking with you, Gabi. Bye-bye.